Hello, I'm Sean Sands from GamersWithJobs.com. I'm back here with more Kerbal Space Program. We're going to get right to it because we're going to Minmus today. I love Minmus. Yeah, I'd book a vacation there if I could. I don't know. Minmus just, it has this, I don't know, just this delightfulness about it. Yeah. Do we want to, we're not landing on Minmus today, but we are going to do a flyby. I need to start saving my my ship design so I don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time, but let's figure. Okay, slow down. What do we need to get to Minmus and do stuff there? Well, we want science, as always. So we'll do a bunch of science there in orbit around Minmus. I'm not going to bother with the communicatron. I have this thing about losing that science. You know what? We need a storage bay, so our goo containers don't blow up in re-entry, as they have been wont to do from time to time. I don't use these a lot, so I don't actually know right offhand where they're structural. You'd think it'd be structural. I would think it would be structural. Aerodynamics. Pods? What am I missing here? Fuel. Adapter, fuel. Yep, these are fuel tanks. Go ahead and get mech jab on there while we're at it. I know we're going to have that. Structural fuselage is not what I'm after. This is all plain stuff. Utility, did I just miss it? Yeah, I think I just missed it. This is what I'm after. Oh, good grief. That was frustrating for you. I'm sorry. So we're going to put our mystery goo in here. We'll go ahead and double it up. Why not? Let's go ahead and put our barometer in there too. Thermometer should be fine. Not worried about that. And we'll close that back up. We want a Science Junior. And we want a heat shield. You know, the standard. Why am I just... My brain. Brain. Where you at, brain? It's like I've never played this game before. Where are the heat shields? Why do I forget where the heat shields are? Am I that dumb? Am I just missing it? Oh, this is... Heat shields. Good Lord. Okay. Regroup. Resettle. Get back to work. All right. We actually don't want this on here yet because we do want a battery. And we do want some photovoltaic cells. Nope. And we will put this back on. Without symmetry. For just getting to Minmus and doing science, I think that's it. Don't want this on symmetry either. We've had experiences with covered up doors before. Decoupler. Our in-space stage now. It's going to be pretty standard. This is going to look awfully familiar. And the Terrier, and that's how we get around Minmus. We go with a decoupler and a adapter, and now we put on just the best fuel tank. Now, how much is that right now? Let's go ahead and just throw a mainsail on there, and then we'll figure out. Okay, 5602. That probably isn't. I swear to God. Not symmetry. No thermometers on the door. Kerbals. We'll go ahead and put a couple of decouplers on here. And that we do want symmetry on. Just put it about there. Actually, up a bit. And we'll do another set of fuel tanks. With... Get them even. There we go. With this one, we'll just do the skippers on these. Are they heavier? Skippers aren't heavier, right? Yeah, here we go. How much do they weigh? 3 tons versus 6 tons, yeah. So we don't need to just randomly carry a couple extra tons. These are mostly just for the fuel anyway. We'll cross feed them into the main tank, and we'll stick them together. And for good measure. Actually, I think we do want some RCS this time. Do we have big RCS? That's not a big tank. That's a small tank-ish, small-ish. That's the one we're after. So we'll put this on here, that on there, that on there, and we'll throw some RCS on here as well. Yeah, there they are. Do 4 times symmetry, just like right there. Inline stabilizer. We're going to put one of those on too, just to give us some help. Kind of expensive, but it's fine. Let's lift it up. Now we're up to 7,000. That is much more like it. Do we have... We don't have aerodynamics. Do we have... Yep, perfect. That is perfect. That is how you define aerodynamics. No, these guys. There we go. And let's get some wings on there. Do that at 4 times symmetry here. Stop jiggling back and forth. Don't snap. Oh, turn snapping on. Well, maybe that will help. Okay. I like that. Let's save this. Local. No, that doesn't sound sciencey enough. What's sciencey? Yeah, sciencey, like Gemini and Mercury and Apollo and all those things. We'll call this Zeus 1. Cool. Well, cool, relative. Let's see. What did I forget? You know what I did forget? Yep, I did forget those. So let's redo these. So that, nope, I'm just gonna put one here and another here, and then on the sides, you know what I'm gonna put is I'm gonna put some parachutes, because that seems like a super good idea. And I'm going to put an extra parachute on. Maybe I'll just move MechJeb here to the back somewhere. Yeah, it's fine. I want another parachute. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Okay, so we have a power source. We have a way to charge that power. We have parachutes. And move that there. We'll look at staging in a second. We have power source. We have our science. Did we get all the science things? All the things of science. We have our maneuvering stage. We have our launch stage. We have some RCS that will help. I feel like that's it. Staging. So we're going to get all 3 engines going at once. Then that. What's our thrust to weight at launch? Is only 2.2, but I think we're gonna thrust limit maybe these and just see. Don't really want to thrust limit my central engine, just in case I can use it to do the burn out to Minmus. All right, good. We got RCS. Everything looks good here. Oh, and we'll go ahead and throw one of these things on, because why not? And that's a spaceship, rocket ship, whatever. We got Jeb in the hot seat, going to Minmus, first Kerbal to orbit, potentially, or just sling around. We will see. Throttle up, SAS on, RCS on, and 3, 2, 1. Fine staging. All right. Never mind. That did not happen. And that certainly had no impact. Nothing would have gotten injured. The space shuttle did that all the time. I'm pretty sure the original Gemini missions, they would let go and let it drop a bit, and then no, they didn't do that. That was embarrassing, and I should be ashamed. All right. Yeah, the RCS and the stabilizer is definitely helping. I do think I want to rotate a bit. I hate this part. I'm going to get up a little higher, and then I do want to rotate. Because I'm always worried about that top fuel tank because I don't have the little engines that blast them away. I'm always really worried about that top fuel tank just bonking right back in or clipping the bell of the engine or something like that. And we don't need that. That's a hassle we simply do not need. We could have MechJab up, and that might be cool. Orbital info. I think we can go ahead and complete this turn now. I'm going to slow down a bit. Seems like we're going to get some atmospheric effects soon, and we want to do our roll pretty soon here. And let's see how this goes. I want to have my prograde and direction in generally the same place, and then we roll. Yeah, nice and smooth. Oh, RCS and inline stabilizers make a world of difference. And we are out. Attach. And keep going. Where is our apps? Oh, man, we are up to 80,000. All right. Not bad. That could have gone better. I'd like to have been a little flatter, but what are you going to do? Those are powerful engines. They get you moving in a hurry. And how long are we looking? That is going to be a 42-second burn. Elite. It's going to be elite burn. What am I going? How about I go this way? Oh, RCS makes such a difference. Burn 42 seconds. We'll get it down to, it's going to be 1,337. We have 28 in the bank. So we will wait till the 21-second mark. Oh, this thing jiggles. I love the way it just wobble. There we go. We'll speed up. Speed up a bit. Get down to about 30, and then we can kind of dial in before we thrust. 3, 2, 1. Nice. This is why I didn't want to thrust limit this thing. This is much better for getting these upper atmosphere or out of the atmosphere burns, particularly when they're 1,900, however many meters per second delta V. Just easier to have that thing be able to go full throttle. I don't know. Can I thrust limit while in orbit? Yeah, I guess I could have. I could have adjusted it, but doesn't matter. We're good. We'll worry about the science later. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. Electric charge looking good. Oh, let's not go zooming past. I've done that before where I just make a ridiculous looking orbit, and good. Good. Apple App 70, Perry App 75, Apple Apps 89. It's not circular, but it will do. Okay, so Minmus is on a different plane. So if you look at this flat and we kind of go here, you can see Minmus orbit is not equatorial. So we will need to do a burn to adjust our plane, get it in the ballpark. Do it at the descending node here. And this shouldn't be too bad, actually. So descending node. We need to pull it up. Dial it in a bit. My fine motor control is embarrassingly bad. There we go. That'll mess with our Apple Apps and Perry. Obviously, you'll make it more circular. Nice. All right, good. And we will get over to here, to next maneuver. It's a 214 meter per second burn, but still just tons in this fuel tank. So we may actually be able to burn at Minmus to get our orbit and still have this tank on. I'm not sure. Because that fuel is just holding up like a pro. We need to start thinking about Duna soon, too, I think. Okay, and zip ahead. I'm not going to burn it full because I won't be able to control that at all. Good, good, good. Everything's looking good. Stop. Nice. Close enough. Close enough to get us there. All right. So where is Minmus? It's here. So I think, yeah, and our orbit's pretty lined up. Let's just go ahead and add a maneuver. And we will throw this out there. It's been a long time since I've done a Minmus encounter. There we go. We're going to come in sort of underneath it, which is not great. We may fix that once we're out. We want an encounter, not a crash. But that gets us our encounter. We can always sort of adjust things out here a bit. Periapps. Ugh, that is such an ugly, ugly entry. So maybe we'll do this initial burn and we'll see if we can't get a little bit better encounter. This is just sloppy, but we have so much fuel that honestly I'm just not that worried about. And ultimately that actually brings us back almost into Kerbal atmosphere. I actually like everything about that, even though that'll be high Minmus. We can go ahead and do science high above Minmus. I don't see why not. There's no law saying we can't do high Minmus science. And we will... Nope, stop it. I want to warp to the maneuver. I want to warp to the maneuver. Don't be difficult with me. Oh well, it's fine. I feel like warp, I understand it doesn't want to warp past things. I feel like this could be a little faster. I just do. I'm impatient. You know, the interesting thing is it's really not that much more. It's almost negligible how little more it's required as far as delta V to get to Minmus versus the moon. Though really the only extra spend is in that matching up the orbits, which, you know, only does so good if you know, point things the wrong way, but here we are. All right, and burn. Burn, baby, burn. Whoop. Stop it. There we go. That's some weird oscillation. Oh. Good grief. Well, we only have a few more seconds. That's got to be a pleasant ride. We want to get this pretty precise if we want to have a good encounter. Good, relatively clean encounter. That'll do. That'll do, Jeb. That'll do. And you've got us within 530. Okay. And our periapps coming back is not as nice as it was, but that'll be fine. You just warp way out here. Okay, we're on our way to Minmus. Got 2,200 delta V in the bank. Got our science. We still got, look how much, I mean, you know, we're feeling real good about how much we got. Look how much fuel we burn just doing that. I mean, you end up burning. Do I need to do any maneuvers out here? You know, I really don't feel like I do. This isn't, we're not trying to land. Why can't you auto warp so far? It's not that far. Oh, I see, because you keep trying to. We'll get a little closer. You know, at some point, it'll be fun to try and maybe land on, a planet with an atmosphere or something. But thinking about how much it takes just to get out of the atmosphere, like to say nothing of, having the thrust to, get out of one planet's gravity well and get into another, and then to slow down and to get into orbit and all those different things. I mean, I know aero braking and stuff like that's going to be the way to go. How close do I have to be to Minmus? Is there a requirement, or have I already done it? All right, we've initiated the first flyby of Minmus, and talk about close encounters. Any closer and there'd be paperwork. That's simply not true. We're still quite a ways away from Minmus. You can kind of see, we'll get to the periapse. It's not going to be super close, but again, that's not what this is about right now. Let's get a look at it. Beautiful minty green Minmus. All right, crew report. Nice. Looking at the surface of Minmus reminds you of a favorite childhood dessert. You are tempted to taste the surface. Don't. That cannot be healthy. Let's do an EVA. Do an EVA report. You've recorded your observations about the situation while in space high over Minmus. Board back up. Let's see. Let's do our temperature scan. Log temperature. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible as there's no matter around to be either hot or cold. Yeah, we've read that before. Open up our service bay so we can get it the sweet interior tasty science. I guess we didn't need 2 mystery goos. The goo feels right at home here. 25 more science. We'll keep that. There's a barometer in there somewhere right there. The instrument reads 0. It's as if we were in a vacuum. And finally, Science Junior. So much science. The high radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. Man, Kerbals have really bad ideas. Close that back up. And, I mean, my goodness, are we even... There's no reason to go into orbit at this point. We already have kind of a high position, so I think we're done. Is there anything else we can do? Did we miss anything? No, we did not. So, yeah, let's go home. We'll be back real soon. But I'm hoping this... No, not a maneuver. I'm hoping that it will give me a land on Minmus now, because that's what I really wanted to do. But this is a bunch of science we had to get anyway. Periapse is at 449. We'll go ahead and warp to our apoapse in 6 days. Good grief. Relative to orbit, man, we slow down so much. We're moving like car speed. No, not car speed, obviously. Is there any value to doing additional EVAs this far out? No. Still high over the Kerbal. High over the Kerbal. And so there'd be no point in the goo container either. All right. Toss that on. We'll go retrograde. And we will bring our periapse down. I don't think we want to go smashing into the atmosphere like we did last time. Are we retrograde? We're already retrograde. Great. So let's bring it down to about 50. Or 39. 39 is another option. All right. Good. We can always... I mean, we have so much fuel, we can always slow down. So why don't we zoom back to here. Oh my god, it gets so hard to do this first. Warp there. It's another 9 days. We spent about a month in orbit, apparently. That's all right. It's worth it to go to Minmus. Minmus is a beautiful place this time of year. Oh, go faster. Go faster. I don't know. I strongly remember that time we warped right through the planet, going too fast. So I'm okay. And how high up are we? We're still quite a ways away. And let's go ahead and warp there. Our Perry apps is, yep. Nice and low. Watch our beautiful home come into view. Leaving Minmus behind. It really is? Okay, now I'm just going to manually do this. 100,000, 800, 700, 600. Blah, 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 blah. And we'll slow it down around here. All right, and we have hit Kerbin's atmosphere at 3,200 meters per second. Let's go ahead and see if we can't slow down a bit, because we are tearing up the sky. Nope, you went past. Oh my goodness. Can we slow down some more? Once that starts to heat up, I'm gonna jettison that. Still pretty high up, so we shouldn't be getting that much heat yet, but I mean, it looks hot. 26. If we can burn off a few hundred. Yeah, that thing blew up. Blew up, but good. You're doing some mighty fine work there, Terrier engine. Let off a little more. We're going to start getting that heat effect. I mean, it's clearly warm. But we're slowing down nicely. This will make it a lot easier to re-enter. I'm not that worried about it anymore. Still looks so much delta V in the tank. Wonder if we can land with the engine stuff on. That's dumb. Don't do that. That's a terrible idea. I've had another This was Terrible Ideas, brought to you by Sean Sands from Gamers with Jobs. Good. Slowing down nice. No, you know, we might just try it. We'll just see. We'll deploy the chutes when it's time and see what it slows us down to. Maybe we'll try and keep a little gas in the tank if we're not burning up here in space. Sort of a last-minute slowdown thing. Yeah, because we are going slow enough now. I think we're going to kill the engines. Save a little bit of energy. We're speeding up because we're still pretty heavy. But how long till we hit? Yeah, we still... What's our surface? Whoa. Okay, I was wrong. Bad idea. Let's go ahead and get rid of that thing. It's just weighing us down. Now we got the heat shield exposed. Holding nicely. Almost under 1,000 meters per second with... Ew, gross. 12 kilometers up. Still well above the cloud line. And now under 700. Good, clean run. Another good, clean run. I'm feeling bold. I'm feeling like, you know, if there's a mission for Duna in there, maybe we just go for Duna. Maybe we go to Kerbal Mars. I could go to Kerbal Mars. Just pass it by. This is gorgeous. I just love these little scenic moments. And again, kind of like the little cloud effect there. We are still how high up? 3 kilometers. We'll go ahead and deploy. No, we were only 1 kilometer, so definitely deploy. And we slow down. Yeah, excellent. Good slowdown. RCS off. SAS off. No, it's fine. We are at warp speed. Let's save because those warp physics were doing funky things. And touchdown in just a few seconds. 400. Ooh, take it easy. Those things are still got some debris coming in. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's going to be fine. Now we're nice and smooth. 250. Yep, 250, 200. Where is this? Where am I? This must be the desert. Have I gotten a surface sample of the desert before? Is there a reason not to? The answer is no. There's no reason not to, just in case. There we go. Safe landing back. Go ahead and grab a surface sample. Why not? Let go. Ow. You're all right, Jeb. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Lots of sand and rocks here. You're thankful that you've been in climate-controlled environments because it sure looks hot out there. Sand's dry and loose, and it looks like it's going to take some effort to clean your gear afterward. Also, it's coarse. Let's get him back. Jeb, you survived again. I'm very proud of you. You're my special boy. Nice. Done with that. Get the tracking station. Bring Zeus home. Cover that. And all our science, taking us up to 258 science. So we can get something else over here. What do we want? Maybe I'll think about that and we'll take a stab at it next time. We could even, nope, we're close. Nuclear propulsion's always nice for the interstellar travel. There's always this super engine over here, which just has a ridiculous amount of thrust to it. What's the thrust? In the atmosphere, 936, and this one's 1500 compared to our mainsail, which actually is not that much different. It's 1379. Like, why is this one so much better? Costs more, 68 versus, I don't remember how much this one is. 13,000. Like, why would I use this one? Is it, give me more info. I'm trying to look. ISP is 255 versus 340. Mainsail is 285, 310. Okay. No, wait. Mainsail 285 at sea level versus 255. So mainsail's better there. 310 in a vacuum versus 340 in a vacuum. So this is something you want to carry all the way up into space with you? It's so heavy. Anyway, this is all for later. My name is Sean Sands from GamersWithJobs.com. Thank you as always for joining me for Kerbal Space Program Patch 1.1. We will see you real soon.